and welcome back to Black Hair in the Big Leagues, you guys. I'm excited. I took a little break from recording, and so I'm so happy to sit down with a human today. We're not in person yet, but we are virtual, and I'm seeing her smiling face. I'm so excited. Have you guys heard of Inahsi? Have you heard of Inahsi Naturals? It's a product line for curls and kinks, and it has all natural ingredients. They don't test on animals. Did I mention they're Black owned? Okay, so I just tried these products for the first time very recently, and it left my hair smelling good, clean. It felt light. I'm into it. And it feels very healthy. So, you guys, today I'm sitting here with the creator. Please help me welcome founder Rhonda Marshall.
Hello. Yeah. Hi.
Hello.
Thank you for having me. What a great intro.
I am so excited to sit with you because I've not gotten to talk to a lot of creators of products that I use.
Yes.
We see it on the shelf, we buy them, we put it in our hair, and who is the face behind the product? So I'm so excited to meet you.
Yes. I'm so glad to be here.
Where are you? Where are you calling in from today?
I am calling in from Aurora, outside of Chicago, Illinois. So Illinois. Yep.
Okay, so you're from Illinois. Is that where you're born and raised?
Born and raised Chicago, South Side, Chicago. Yep.
Right on. That's awesome. I'm here in New York today. Thank you for being here, and you're in a different time zone, and I never even said the different time. So thank you for showing up at the right time.
Oh, no, no problem.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I just got your products in the mail and I tried them. I love them. And I have so many questions. Like, do you come from a family of entrepreneurs, of business owners? How did you even
No, actually, I am, there's not a line of, in my immediate family of entrepreneurs, but how I started, I'm a chemist. So I actually formulated the products myself. And so I have a bachelor's degree in chemistry and a master's in education. So, but my forge into the beauty industry started when I was 18 years old. Right out of high school, I worked at Helene Curtis, which is now Unilever. And I helped formulate Suave shampoo and conditioners and the first Clear Stick for degree deodorant. So that's where it initially, so every summer of college, when I was studying chemistry, I was actually going into the factory in the lab and smelling all of these beautiful fragrances and actually helping formulate. And so that was my initial entry into the beauty industry. Of course, when I graduated, I got married, I had children, I became a stay-at-home mom. And so I was like, okay, let me get back out there. And so I actually did work as a chemist, a chromatography chemist, before I got married. And so I didn't want to go back into corporate America. So I decided to, say, well, education, my kids, I can actually teach, work while they're in school. And so it was conducive to summers and so forth. So I went back and got my master's in education so I can teach high school chemistry. I taught high school chemistry. And so that was one of the most trying times in my life because I was the only African-American teacher that was hired in the district that year. And how I knew that, it was because it was a first day orientation for all new teachers. It was like hundreds of teachers, and I was the only brown face in the place. So,
wow.
So yeah, it was, needless to say, it was a very toxic environment. I had to step down from there. I was devastated. I was like, I knew this was going to be my life journey. I love chemistry. I love teaching. And so, God has a plan,
Yeah.
So basically my family friends were like, Rhonda, you're a chemist. Why don't you create your own products? Why don't you formulate your own? There are people making products.
And wait,
so I said, you know what? I'm going to try.
Were you scared? Were you nervous? Like, that's huge.
You know what? It was more of a desperation too, because honestly, that was a big paycheck that I stepped down from there. So it was 2 incomes and having 4 children. And now it was like, okay, how can I make some money and use what I have? Initially, that's what it was. And also it was just, I was devastated. I could not go back into education. It was just, I was like, I'm done. And so, that was something, chemistry always, it just was a part of me. And so I said, you know what, I'm going to try it, because it was like, what do I have to lose?
What do you
And
have to lose?
yes.
Wow. That is, I'm sorry, I just want to pause right there,
Yes.
because sometimes it's like these dreams, they can feel so big, so scary, so far away. But if you are like at what you consider your bottom, if you were like feeling like you were saying desperate, there's nowhere else to go but up. And that's
Yes.
exactly what you did. I'm sorry, how long ago was this?
That was 2012. So almost 9 years. Yep.
And okay, so and there's more to that story, I'm sure. You've been in business for how long with Inahsi?
Well, technically, okay, so here's my thing. I'm
Uh-oh.
like, I started formulating in 2011. And so technically I say Inahsi started then, but my husband, he says, okay, we rebranded in 2014. So that's when Inahsi came to be. So technically 2014 was when we rebranded to Inahsi. So 2014.
Was it called something else before that?
Actually, it was.
What?
Being free comes naturally.
Wait,
say that.
Say that again.
Being free comes naturally. That was the name.com.
Come on.
My husband was like, okay, we gotta shorten this name. This is too long. Like this can't, we got.
Wait, so where'd you get Inahsi from?
Well, actually, it's from a Latin word, anasi, which means innate. It means to be born into, and so it still goes with the message, loving the you that you're born into. So you'll see on our bottles, that's our message and our foundation. No matter how your kinks, coils, and curls come from your head, we celebrate you, and that we're loving the you that you're born into. And so that's the premise and the foundation of Inahsi. And so that's kind of it's a play on words of the innate, meaning to be born into.
Love it. Okay, so Rhonda, I have to ask, do you use the products?
Every day, like
okay.
I've been using Inahsi. That's all I use, basically.
Because I gotta ask. You see these cover girls on cover girl models on the TV. I'm like, I know, yeah. Kerry Washington. Do you really use cover girl? Like, I want to know. You over here modeling it, and so it makes a difference when you use it.
Yeah, and I formulated each and every one of them, so I put every ingredient in there. So I mean, this is I make the products because this is something that I know my hair loves, and I know people around me, the curly, kinky textured hair or curly textured hair, wavy hair. This is what we need, and so each ingredient I selected for a specific purpose.
Oh, I love that. And I was looking at the ingredient label and I'm like, okay, usually when I look at bottles, I'm like, just tell me, is it no sulfates, no parabens, no, and you don't have any of that in there. But no. I was like looking at the ingredients, be like, is this a sulfate? But it really is all natural.
Oh yeah. Well,
I mean, no,
loosely, like right.
Yeah,
it's when I say this, our products are EU compliant. So basically, we have our product. We went through a vetting process, and if you know the cosmetic industry, the European Union is the gold star standard in the cosmetic industry. So if you pass their test, then your products are like A1, gold star, get the sticker, and so we did that. So during the pandemic, I felt like I was getting my PhD. We actually got our products compliant with the EU. So just to let you know the quality of our products.
Okay, can I just be excited for you? Can I just applaud you for 1 second? Because when I see Black people doing awesome things, I'm like, let's go. I'm like, let me support you. Let me use these products. I'll put it in my hair. I got some piece of it. I was just trying something new, girl, today. I'll put some pink hair. I'm like, my boyfriend's like, it's different. He was sweet about it though. But like, I love like doing different things with my hair and trying different products. I really do love your line. And I'm like, okay. And it feels gentle enough that if I wanted to use it a few times a week, I could.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm here for it. I love how it smells. I'm so excited. I'm just excited for you. And I'm looking.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I'm looking at you today. This is my first time getting to like see you, to meet you. And you look like you have a healthy head of hair.
Oh yeah, shrinkage is very real. So it's like if I stretch this out, it's down here. So just so you know, this is
bra strap length. Like that was long.
Yeah, the shrinkage is real.
I always,
it's healthy.
It is healthy, but I always feel like the more shrinkage you have, the healthier it is.
Exactly. And that's what I was saying. Exactly. So people like, oh my goodness, this, like it's such a negative, but that means that your hair is healthy. That means you got that bounce back. And that's what our hair is like that. Like embrace it. Like, hey, it is what it is.
I always, like we're measuring our hair and our beauty against other beauty standards that don't, guess what? What makes a white girl beautiful is going to be different than black girls, and if we are constantly measuring our beauty against different rules.
Yep.
Their hair grows down, our grows out.
Yes.
So the shrinkage is real, and the more we have, the healthier it is. And I'm looking at you right now. I'm like, come through. And so I have so many questions. Oh my gosh, Rhonda. I want to know, and we can go through these. I'm like so scatterbrained right now. I'm like, what is your hair process for the daily? And also, like, have you always been natural? We can start with whatever.
Oh, okay. So I've let me tell you this. My mom, she flat iron straight, the press and comb, when, pictures, Easter Sunday, the kitchen was lit up, had the what's that? The Lux. I think it was the Lux. It was in the blue, and then it was in the red and white, the big tub, right? The grease. And all you smelled was burning hair, right? But you was looking good on Easter Sunday. So, you thought you was, and that's where I came from. Okay, so
yes.
So when I went to college, so all the way through high school, all my life up until when I was 17, I said, Mom, I'm going to New Orleans. I went to HBCU.
Come on.
So Xavier University in New Orleans. And New Orleans have that humidity where you step off the plane and it's just going to smack you right in the face. It is intense. Right? Yes. So I was like, Mom, I can't press my hair in school. I'm going to be in school, Let me get a relaxer. She did not want me to get a relaxer. Of course, she, was like, because she felt like that chemical, that she didn't want me to have that in my hair. But I was like, you know what, Mom, come on. And I used that as an excuse. But ultimately, I really just wanted to have that long flowing hair, that a relaxer can give you, that pressing couldn't, because you press in and water hit it, you're done, right? Done. But I wanted that, right? I wanted that, I can get it, whatever. But anyway, so she gave in, and I got my first relaxer then. And so I was relaxed from when I was 17 all the way up until I had my first my second daughter, actually. So I was relaxed with my first daughter. With my second daughter, we moved, and I was like, okay, I cannot find a stylist to do my hair. And so I saw somebody at a party. Her hair was beautiful, and she had these big twists in her hair. And I said, oh my goodness, how did you get your hair? She was like, oh, I don't use a relaxer. And it had been like years or something. And her hair was so beautiful. And I was like, I want that. That's how my hair used to be. Wow. And my hair is not like that. So from that point on, I said, you know what? No more relaxer. But I was not confident enough to wear my hair like this in its natural state. So I wore sew-ins, I flat iron, I did everything, I braids, because I didn't feel comfortable enough to wear my hair. You were transitioning. Yeah, yes.
And it's hard, especially when you're used to a certain look and now you are switching over. There is a process in there where you're like, or a time in there where you're like, who am I? Who is this girl in the mirror? Like, I'm not used to, I've definitely been there. So keep going.
Right. So I'm like, okay, this, and then also too, I was the only one in my family to actually embrace my curls. Everybody else was still relaxing. Yeah. So it was like, okay, I was the first one. So I was a pioneer, but they were like, my husband, they were like, so you sure he like your hair like that? Right. He's like, oh my god, like this is how I met her. Like I met her with the curl, because like, and even though my hair was pressed, I would still wet it and it would be curly and I would like twist it up.
Your husband said that? That's so
we were high school sweethearts, so he saw me in high school. So
see, that's the real deal kind of love. You know, if you dating somebody and you always have your hair like all done, that ain't the real. Right. Do you still love me in my do-rag?
Exactly.
Do you still love me with my bonnet? Like, come on. That's the real kind of love. He's like, this is how I met her. She beautiful.
Right. He was like, this is how I met, like, and so it was just like, that was really, so my confidence wasn't there because I didn't have that support, to wear my hair out. But it was that was the beginning of the natural movement before it was YouTube. I did that before YouTube. And so when I saw the evolving of people just embracing their hair, they were having these meetups and I went to one and everybody, the energy in the room was just amazing. Like people were like, you saw froze, you saw kinks, you saw people. It was just like, yes. Like, it was almost like a sigh of relief because it had been all those years that I was trying to hide my natural hair. So here comes a movement where everybody's like, look, okay, my fro, my curls, my kinks, this is me. And I was like, you know what?
Yes.
This is what my hair care company is going to be about. It's going to be about celebrating you no matter how your kinks curls, because I want people to have that same energy. I want them to be excited when they use our products. I want them to look at their hair and be like, you know what? I don't care what you say. I'm going to rock my curls.
Yes.
Exactly. That's what one of our curl creams says, that rock your curls. It's right here. So it's on there. So right. It says rock your curls on the jar. So it's like a message of empowerment. That's what I wanted our brand to be, not just about products, but that you can embrace your hair and that we celebrate and we support you and we love you.
Yes. Okay, so I've got one of those questions that I just have to know, because sometimes I've been doing this Black Hair in the Big Leagues podcast, and so I'm always like, people are like, oh yeah, you know about natural hair. I'm like, do I? Whatever. But sometimes, Rhonda, I have an urge to like straighten my hair. So what do we do? You got this whole natural hair brand,
right?
Are we trapped?
And here it is too. And I get you, Shelly. I get you, because even though, and it's like I'm evolving. Like,
right.
If you go to our page right now, we have a person who use our products and they straighten their hair and they're swinging their hair, right? So yes, we are always about kinks, coils, and curls. But guess what? The versatility of being that is that you can wear your hair straight. The ultimate thing is that you have to be comfortable in the skin you're in, regardless, that you're not trying to hide who you are. But you know what? If I want to wear my hair straight, then I just feel like wearing it straight. I just feel like it flowing. It's up to you. I just don't want anybody to feel confined. And I don't want you to feel confined to your curls. If you want to wear your curls, wear them. If you want to wear it straight, wear them. But that's something that I think is a new entity that's coming into being now. Yeah, like
I know. Like,
I wear my hair straight. Am I going to be backlash? Am I going to get in trouble?
Have you stepped out? Have you gone to like?
Right.
I'm like, oh gosh, it's time for a fancy event, and usually this is when I get my straight hair wig or a hot comb, and so now it's like, okay, all right, how do I do this? Like, but yeah, have you been in that position yet? And
when was the last? It's been years since I straightened my hair.
Okay.
Like
okay.
And it's not that it's not that I don't want to. I guess. Okay, here's it. The last time I did it, it was years ago, and it did traumatize me just a little bit because I did get heat damage in the back, just in the back. And I was just like, okay, that's it. See, I tried it. No, but I think I will do it again. I formulated more products now. Actually, our new line really helps if you are straightening your hair. But I'm learning too, because I'm not a cosmetologist. I'm a chemist.
Okay.
So I'm learning a lot from the cosmetologists that are around us and that's in our company. And I'm learning that you don't need to keep going over it, like with the flat iron, whatever. If one pass is good, like you shouldn't have to keep. And that's, I'm just learning. I'm learning. I don't know. I don't have a cosmetology, but it's just understanding how that process works is very enlightening for me. And so it is making me more comfortable with the idea of wearing my hair straight.
Oh my goodness. I'm like, wait, really? You don't have to go over it? Because I remember when I straightened my hair every other week sometimes every week, I'd be like, baby, can you go over that again? Like, I needed bone straight.
And I really learned that recently with our cosmetologist, Kelly. She's Catwalk Hair. She's a gem. She's been using our products for years, but she did a training for a customer of ours. And that's one thing she said, that you shouldn't keep going over that same spot, because that's what causes the heat damage. And I was like, wow. I mean, you get one pass and that should be good. And I was like, wow. So yeah,
Oh God.
I'm like, okay, I'm sitting here taking notes. Okay.
Right. Okay, it's like I'm trying my best. Like, I'm trying not to even focus on it because I'm like, I love like rocking my natural hair. I know you can't see like my curls right now,
Yeah,
but
no.
they are there, and it's getting bigger and it's getting longer. My natural hair is the healthiest it's ever been right now, and it's the longest it's ever been right now. And so I'm always looking for more healthy products. I'm so glad I found you. I'm so glad I found Inahsi. I'm excited to keep using them. But like, so I just started dating like this white guy, and he's great, and I love him, and he loves my natural hair. It's really great. But there's an itty bitty, oh my goodness, don't tell on me. I'm telling on myself right now. There's this,
it's our secret.
There's this teeny tiny part of me that wants to straighten my hair to be like, look, see? And I'm like, that's the opposite of where that's like I even though he loves me and supports me and loves my curly hair, like I hate even admitting that, but like
no, and I know it's sometimes, and I've heard this. You're not alone, because I feel like this sometimes. I just want to see where it is, lengthwise.
right?
You know,
like
you just want to see where it is, and I think it's not. It's a journey. That's one thing I like to say. This natural hair journey is a journey,
it's
literally.
A journey.
So in your journey, you're exploring different things. Like I'm learning different things that I didn't know 5 years ago. And so I'll learn even more when down the line. I'll be like, oh wow, I didn't know that.
Right.
But it's all about how you feel and how you feel, because who cares? Okay, I have my hair straight. Okay, so people that know you know you. That's one thing my mom always told me. She said, people that know you know you. So when you surround yourself with people that get you,
yes,
you're not trying to be a chameleon to conform to them. It's like they'll support you no matter what. So if they're only rocking with you because you have curls, they have to reevaluate that. Or if they are like, girl, you need to go straighten your hair. What you doing? Then you got to reevaluate some things, right?
Okay, so all of that, yes. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, Salisha, don't be a sellout. But I haven't actually straightened my hair, so. But even if I did, like, it's okay.
Even if you did, it's all okay. Good. It's rock you, do you, boo, as they say. Have you heard of that saying? Do you, boo? Do you?
So Rhonda, for you personally, when you told me about when you were transitioning and you were like, oh, I'm putting in this, I'm putting my sew in, I'm like trying to get through that patch of what is my hair doing? What was the first time that you looked in the mirror and you were like, yes, with your natural hair? Like, what was that moment?
Oh my goodness. Exhilarating. I remember that. It was almost like, she's back. It was just because I remember being a little girl, and I have a picture like with pigtails in my hair, those big twists. And since I had a relaxer, or even straightening my hair, because of course I'm not wearing pigtails, but I would constantly have, you were getting it flat, hot combed.
Yes.
So I had really never seen my hair, really the curls. And it was so exhilarating. It was like, oh my goodness, yes. And then I like I said, it was literally an act of defiance. I said, you know what? I'm going to go out and I'm going to do this. And the more and more I did, it was so weird, because people was like, oh, your hair is so pretty. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you.
Right,
and so I took those in. Like, I never really get something where people was like, ooh, except for my family. So my immediate family, those where I get like the girl, what are you doing? Like the real negativity. Exactly. But like people on the outside I never received any type of flack. So I think I built it up more in my head than it really was, per se.
I always wonder about that, because you're not alone.
Exactly.
We grow up in these families. And we love our family.
You go to the store. I don't know if you've experienced this, but if you go somewhere and you're wearing your curls and you see another natural, you like, hey, or y'all give each other the look, or you like,
yep.
Oh, girl. You ain't even gotta say.
Yep.
I see you, right.
I see. And I love that. I feel like that's the culture we should be cultivating, because I don't know what it is. I feel like our families, they're well-intentioned, they mean well.
Right.
But it's almost like they're like trying to protect us from the world or something. But in the process of doing that, it's teaching us to not like because the world seems to like our natural hair.
Right.
So what What's going on here?
Right. It's conditioning like years. I mean, it's in our culture. Like, I mean, it's embedded deep in our culture because even in a society, and that's kind of what
Yeah.
the art Anasi is about. It's like there's a standard of beauty. That long, straight, flowing hair is the standard. Anything out that is deemed unprofessional is deemed unattractive. And
Yeah.
so that is something that even the Crown Act, that's what's going
Yes.
right now. There's legislative rights to this day to say, you know what, you can't discriminate against a person because of the way they wear their hair. It's like, wait, we're in 2021 now, and
That's just
we
now
still got to fight to wear our
this is just coming up now. Like,
right.
we in 2021. It is so real. Okay, wait. So can you walk me through, all right, how your hair is today? Is this a twist out? Is this a wash and go?
Okay. Yes, it is a twist out. So it's actually a 2 week. I'm gonna say it. You know what? Because I'm not perfect. I know I say I should be washing my hair every week,
But it looks good.
You know, life gets,
so there's no shame here. There's no shame.
No shame. But yeah, this is I actually, because I'm working in the lab and we formulate and manufacture our products, so I'm still working in the lab. So it's the hairstyle that's conducive for me are the twists. So when I wash my hair, I wash it, shampoo it, deep condition it, and then I'll put like our leave-in conditioner and then the curl cream in it, twist it up. And twist, and then I'll wear those, I can put it up or whatever. And so I'll wear that for maybe like a week and a half or so, and then take them out and then just wear, take them apart, and then it gets bigger as the days go on, but you still have some definition to it. And so that's kind of what has happened here.
Oh, it looks fantastic.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
And so wait, so I guess okay, so I'm not trying to trap you because you just stopped yourself, but people are always asking like, how often do you wash your hair? How often do you wash your hair? And everybody kind of does something different and even if we know what to do and don't do it, that's a whole other conversation. As a professional, how often would you say like that we should be?
Typically, I would say, so if you're really good, I would say once a week, depending upon, especially if I have more of a coarse hair texture, kinky hair texture. Now, here's the thing. There are certain, that you have to look at your lifestyle. So, for example, if you work out every day, if you sweat a lot, if you're like going through the change and you're sweating, at night, or whatever, then, you sweat a lot. You may have to wash, more than that, maybe midweek. And so that, you have to just know what your lifestyle is. And if you go 2 weeks, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but your scalp will tell you. Your scalp will say, oh my goodness, like it'll start. I know mine personally. You done went too long. It's itching. It's flaking. And so a lot of people think that, oh my goodness, it was the product, the ingredients. I'm protein sensitive. Oh, it was a bad product. No, you just need to wash your hair, girl. Just wash your hair. And that would.
You need to wash your hair. Great. Yeah.
So that is something, and anytime somebody say, well, I'm having these issues and that, the first line of defense is to make sure that you're washing your hair. Your scalp is essential as well, because the scalp health is so important, because that's where your hair comes from, your scalp. And if your foundation isn't good, then everything else, your hair is not going to be at its optimum. So we do have a clarifying shampoo, and we also have a gentle cleansing shampoo. So clarifying makes you removed all the buildup, because we know as naturals, we put gels, we have mousse, we have curl cream, we have leave-in.
We have it all.
We put them, we do all the things, right? Because and so in that you will have buildup, and it's a part of it, because conditioners are designed to stick to the hair. So that's what they do. Gels are designed to stick to the hair. And so you have to get that off, and no, a gentle cleansing or like a co-wash or something will not remove buildup. You need a product that is specifically with a more stronger surfactant to remove that buildup, so that you can have a clean slate.
So, question, because there was a period, and I have some friends who still do this. There was a period when I was going through like my natural hair journey, trying to figure out what to do and what not to do, where it was like co-washing was a thing, like, oh, forget shampoo and just only use conditioner. What's your take on that?
Mm-mm. Like I tell people, I know that's the curly girl method, and co-wash only, and that all of that, but we do not subscribe to that at all. You need to use a shampoo that has an anionic surfactant, okay,
Come on, the
negatively
chemist.
charged. Okay.
Negatively charged, she said.
Okay, because your hair is negatively charged and conditioners are positively charged. So you need something that's going to like attract that positively charged conditioner to remove it from your hair. Now, people say, well, I use the gentle cleanser. We have a gentle cleansing shampoo, right? And so people say, oh, I use that to clarify. No, that does not clarify. So that one actually has a milder surfactant. Actually, it's called baby foam in the industry. So it's very gentle. Now that you can use weekly, but that will not remove the buildup. It is not designed to do that. It's designed to clean the hair, like regular clean your hair, but it's not going to remove buildup as a clarifying shampoo. So those are the differences between those shampoos. And in co-wash, we do have a co-wash. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
We do. Co-washing has its place. Remember I told you about when you sweat,
Yeah.
or you need to shampoo, you need to wash more frequently. Co-washing, you can do that midweek. Long as you're also adding a shampoo into your
Got
regimen,
it.
you can do that
Got
like
it.
midweek, or you just need a little fresh, pick me up moisture. But just know in your head that that is not removing product buildup. That's just going to gently
Ugh.
clean your hair so you can, make it to your shampoo day.
Okay, I got another question, Rhonda. Okay, so I did hear that somewhere. I'm just glad that you said that because I need people to listen to a professional for a second, honey. And so I'm glad that you said that and clarified all that. So whenever I've clarified my actual hair, get as much of the product out as possible, as effectively as possible. I've used some
Okay.
products for that. My hair is so clean. It is so clean that I don't know what to do with it. It is almost like a different head of hair when I go out of my way to get all to strip it of all. So what if it feels more dry? Like, what do I do? Have I done something
Okay,
wrong?
so instantly, so here is like the routine that I can recommend. So say if you so here it is. Initially, okay, what I do if I'm clarifying my hair, I use a conditioner, like a pre-poo, right? Because sometimes, like you say, it may feel like this is just stripping everything, and that way it actually acts as a primer. Your conditioner. So I use that to detangle my hair and so forth. And so it'll do that, and then I'll clarify, and then you can follow up with the gentle cleansing. So that has conditioning agents, moisturizing agents to restore that, get you that moist, that feel that you're looking for. Because it's a like conditioners give us that smooth, slippery feel, right? And you're
Yeah.
looking for that slippery, smooth feel.
Yeah.
So the gentle cleansing will do that, and also you can use a conditioner after. So deep condition. Do you deep condition at all?
Oh yeah. I've
Okay.
found
Okay.
that the more I deep condition or do hair masks, my hair is really grateful for that.
Yes, yes. And I said the optimum, the best, like, so say if you're clarifying, I would say you can jump straight to the deep conditioning from there. And you'll really get all, because your hair is clean. Now you can put the deep conditioner on, and you'll really get all of the nutrients and everything that comes from that deep conditioner. And you can do that in the shower. So like say, if you don't have time to sit under the hooded dryer for 30 minutes, right? Or 20 minutes, but you can get the steam from the shower, you could, once you clarify, put the deep conditioner in, wash off, do whatever. And then before you get out, rinse it out, and you will still get the benefits of what that deep conditioner can do.
Got it. Okay. This is very exciting. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited that you've come into my sphere because I didn't even realize that I'd never used Inahsi products before. And so I'm glad to be exposed to you. I'm glad to expose the line to my listeners. I'm you guys try this stuff. It's really great. Where can we find your products? Are they on shelves? Is it just on the website?
They're actually on our website, www.inahsi.com. That's INAHSI.com. You can find us there. We are also in some boutiques online, but if you go to our store locator, so if you're in another country, we do have some locations in other countries that we work with our retailers, so you can check us out there too. And we're always expanding. Yes.
Very exciting. Rhonda, thank you so much. Is there anything that I didn't get to ask you that you're like, wait, what about this?
Yes, we are crowdfunding. So make sure that you check us out. Yes, so we are allowing you to have investment in our company, Inahsi. We are on republic.co. We have a campaign, and so you can invest in Inahsi for as low as $150 all the way up to $550,000. But you have interest in our company. You will have equity interest in our company ownership. So we really want to allow if you love our products, then we want to give you that extra building wealth and help you to grow with us. So yes, check us out.
Love this. Love everything about it. Rhonda, love you. Black owned, y'all. Come on.
Yes.
For those who can't see the video, let me just confirm for you. So, thank you so much for joining me today on Black Hair in the Big Leagues. I'm so excited. I'm just so on fire for this, and you're just really awesome.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks, Rhonda.